There's a difference between reactively creating new offers versus strategic innovation. You know when you are strategically innovating versus when you are creating a new offer because you're kind of fizzling out with current offers and you're not seeing the traction you want to see. You're like, okay, I'm going to try something different. And it's okay. It's fine to do that. But at the same time, we want to make sure we have a core validated offer that's working, that's in demand, that's super clear, that is profitable for you, that gets people great results. And that's something you can become known for.
Overwhelm, reaction mode, and just keeping up are the old way.
You need real, root-level strategies and practical steps to grow your business or ministry without exhaustion and burnout.
Hi there, we're Anna Saucier
And Megan Gephardt,
best friends and business consultants who help faith-filled women create sustainable growth through simple strategy with a people-first approach.
Here at Apostolic Fruit, we hope to offer you clarity, support, accompaniment, and healing,
one tiny step at a time.
Hello, my friend, Megan Gephardt here. In today's episode, we're going to dive deep into the 8 key strategic pillars, what they are, why they matter, and how they help you build a thriving, sustainable business. So many CEOs and founders feel really stuck or overwhelmed or reactive inside their business or their organization. Feel like they're kind of stuck in the weeds, juggling all the hats or putting out fires, playing whack-a-mole, right? Or unsure about how to grow strategically, what those next moves are to create more momentum, income, impact, breathing room, to be able to reach more of the people that they desire to serve. One of the biggest things that we often see, and I see in the clients that we work with, is that you need clarity and direction. Both that question of like, what do I even do today? But also high level, where do I focus? What shifts are needed? What changes do I make for the greatest return on investment? So we are going to break it down. These are the 8 key strategic pillars essential to sustainable growth. As a certified director of operations, I've been trained and licensed to deliver a trademarked process called the strategic mapping model. It's this incredibly powerful way to both evaluate and strategize across every single area of your business, really break through to that next stage of growth and momentum while protecting your well-being and the sustainability of your business and your mission for you, your family, your team. So we're all about holistic approaches, right? And what we're going to dive into today is those parts of the whole that we want to be working in sync so that things feel smooth and like they're flowing well. So we're going to open them up together. We're going to explore them. And these are the same ones, again, that we explore through strategic mapping, but you're going to get a taste of them today with the highlights for you to really start thinking about them for your own business. I want you to know I'm here to help you see what you can't see when you're in it. So as you're listening today, if you're noticing you'd really benefit from a sounding board, let's talk. I'm going to put my 30-minute connection call link in the show notes below, but I want you today to listen to what stands out to you as the most pressing gaps, the needs of your business or your organization, where you should focus first. I'm going to give you really practical tips and questions that you can apply. But my friend, I want to make sure you implement this. Do not just listen. Be ready to run with this. Move forward. That's where you're going to see the transformation. You're going to see the needle move so you can reach more of the humans you're meant to serve, so you can let them experience the goodness of what you have to offer. All right, number 1, the first of the 8 strategic pillars is product and service development and innovation. So this is all about your offers and the delivery of them. They are the foundation of your business, but are they clear? Are they aligned? Are they profitable? Are they built for growth? Are they in demand? What is the delivery model itself? Do you feel aligned with how you want to work and who you want to serve in the way that you are offering them right now? Are you positioned to innovate and expand at the right time? Do you have clarity in the first place and pricing alignment? Those are both key to sustainability. Are you clear on what they are, how you can help people? Is it easy for people to find what you do? Is it easy for people to learn more? Is it easy for people to say, yes, I want to work with you, and to buy? And then there's a key distinction I want to make here that we see a lot when we start to do strategic map and we open these things up with clients. There's a difference between reactively creating new offers versus strategic innovation. You know when you are strategically innovating versus when you are creating a new offer because you're kind of fizzling out with current offers and you're not seeing the traction you want to see. You're like, okay, I'm going to try something different. And it's okay. It's fine to do that. But at the same time, we want to make sure we have a core validated offer that's working, that's in demand, that's super clear, that is profitable for you, that gets people great results. And that's something you can become known for. If you don't really have that validated core offer in place yet, that's what you want to focus on. What's your one thing, right? And then another key question we can ask here is, are your offers, or is the business model itself even, structured to serve the lifestyle you want to live long term? Is it currently supportive of the quality of life you want to have? Is it supportive of your family values, of how you want to be spending your time and energy? Again, this strategic objective, really, this pillar is all about what do you sell, who do you serve, how you deliver results, and ensure your offers support both the impact and sustainable growth that you desire. Number 2, marketing and visibility. We all know your impact grows when the right people hear your message. So this is about assessing what's working, what's not, how to amplify your reach and your conversion with the people that you're called to serve. We want to refine constantly, right? How do we attract? How do we connect? How do we invite our people in and ensure that our marketing, including both the channels that we're using, the way that we're marketing, how we're speaking our voice, and what we're saying, making sure that really feels aligned, that it feels effective, and it's sustainable. Many times we see businesses wasting time on marketing strategies that don't actually serve them. Like you're trying to do a million things across so many different fronts and spreading yourself really thin, but it's actually decreasing your effectiveness on whole. So some questions I want to ask here is your marketing strategy bringing in the right people consistently? Do you have a clear, simple invitation for someone who learns about you, who's maybe in your world, who's listening to you, to say yes to either working with you or maybe just moving one more tiny step in your direction? Maybe it's a lead magnet, maybe it's a connection call that you're inviting them into, and maybe it's an offer. Does your current visibility strategy feel aligned and effective? And does it feel good to you the way that you're currently marketing? Are you trying to fit yourself into a box that you really don't want to squeeze yourself into, that you're not really meant for? For example, you do not have to sell your soul to social media if you don't want to. There are many other ways to market effectively, to network effectively, to help people know what you do and how you can serve them. Number 3, financial steadiness. Really, this is about the health and sustainability financially of your mission. Money fuels your mission. It is necessary. It's imperative for its sustainability, but many, many business owners, for various reasons, avoid the numbers. Cash flow can be really challenging, especially in online entrepreneurship or certain business models where you don't have as much consistent, recurring, predictable income streams. Many people struggle with making money, but having nothing to really show for it, or not being able to really pay yourself consistently, even when you are bringing in profit. So this is really about ensuring your business has a strong financial foundation. You're aligning the income goals, expenses, and growth with your vision. But we've got to know the numbers. We've got to clarify your cash flow. We've got to build a business that truly supports you and your family, your team members. And it starts by bare minimum making sure that your business is able to bring in enough to support its expenses. That's like the sustainability baseline mark, right? But we need to have awareness. There's this power in understanding that our money needs to have a job. And all of it should be supportive of your goals. There should be an intentionality here. We should be consulting with our business budget multiple times a month and using this to guide our efforts and our decisions. It should shape our offers, even. So, some key questions. Your mind might already be gone, right? Do you know exactly what your business needs to generate to support you? If not, I want you to know we're here to help. We've got a budget on a single page that's really helpful visually to see where your business is at, where's the money coming from and going to, and allow you to make decisions from that space of confidence. The reality is we cannot be strategic in our business and about its growth without first the awareness of money and then learning to steward it well. And I know that this is something that we're always learning and growing in. I know both Anna and I have grown so much personally and together and in our businesses, in our ability to take care of, steward, manage money and make decisions with this awareness so we can help you in this. And I know firsthand, this can be a place of shame. It can be a place of fear or anxiety, a lot of stress, even embarrassment. But we want to make it less scary. We want to unshame this. You are good, my friend, and it's okay if this feels a little bit hard or a little bit messy right now, a little bit intimidating. You're in very good company with a lot of the women that we work with. And it's okay if nobody's taught you this before. But we want to lean into those places to learn because that's the only way you're going to really experience the strategic growth in your business you want. So when you're able to make decisions with the awareness of money, where it's going, where it's coming from, where it's flowing to, and really get clear on what you need, what your business needs, what your family needs, what your team needs, and how do we build the business and even maybe redesign it to better support that. Okay, number 4 is operational efficiencies. This is really about a streamlined, simplified business that's allowing you to experience ease, clarity, flow through the systems, the processes, the structure. We want to work smarter and not harder, right? We don't want to continue to just have to hustle harder and harder in order to get more results. It's not what this is about. So when we have disorganized systems or reactive work, that leads to all the exhaustion and the decision fatigue constantly. And this is why every successful business, every business that wants to grow strategically needs structure, a flexible structure that serves you, not one that's rigid that you have to be a slave to, but one that truly supports you. It's like the infrastructure underneath your business, right? It's rhythms, processes, things that work in the background for you, and also a structure that grounds you. So some key questions. Does your business feel like it's able to run smoothly without you constantly putting out fires? Do you feel like you're maybe playing whack-a-mole inside your business every day, or you're just reactively making decisions, or you're kind of responding to what's right in front of you? Or maybe even just trying to figure out, what are you even doing today? Where's the best place to spend my time? If so, the operational foundations are likely an area of growth. And this is a specialty area of mine as a certified director of operations. I've got lots of beautiful frameworks, tools that can immediately bring relief and order to the chaos. And I'm here to help you with the messiness on the back end of your business. Number 5, and this is where especially Anna is really, really brilliantly gifted in. This is about your capacity and your well-being. Your business thrives when you do. Full stop. Overworking, burnout, they sabotage the long-term success, but also your ability to connect deeply with the people that you long to serve in the way that you want to. There's real importance in being attuned to the energy alignment, to the time that you need, to the space you need for deep work. Are your needs getting met inside of your business? Are your team's needs getting met inside of your business? Does your business allow you to rest, to refuel, to stay in your zone of genius? Or are you really juggling all the hats right now? And you feel like most of those things are like things that make you want to bang your head against the wall, honestly. So they're not the stuff that lights you up. So what would it look and feel like to be in flow inside your business? Are you able to work from a place of interior peace? Or are you constantly feeling like, okay, I'm stressed, I'm frantic, I'm running a million miles an hour, or I'm running myself into the ground even? Is that a common experience inside your business? If so, we want to be really closely paying attention to this. We want to work on this because if not, more than likely, there may be an internal misalignment with the mission that you preach and how you're feeling inside your own business. Is your internal culture reflecting your values? Or are you unintentionally maybe running on burnout while advocating for others' health and well-being? For example, And again, no shame in this. I was there for a long time in the beginning of my business a number of years ago, and I've just grown incrementally in this by the willingness to be honest first, and then the desire to grow, and the willingness to also reach out for help. And this is where Anna and I had started working together originally 3-4 years ago. So especially if you're serving other people in their wellness, make sure that's not being compromised for yourself, because that incongruence will prevent you from being able to receive and serve those that you're meant to. The Lord wants to reward you holding true to your values. And so especially if you feel that kind of Holy Spirit conviction that we often feel when we're kind of sensing there's a disconnect, it's not something to push through. It will also be felt subconsciously by those that you're marketing to and speaking to. So we want to ensure your work, your business is sustainable, it's life-giving, it's aligned. So you're not having to constantly push through exhaustion or sacrificing what matters most to grow this mission. God doesn't want that for you, my friend, and we're here to help. All right, number 6 is team growth and team culture. So we all know a strong team amplifies your impact. But often we may want to move into hiring or find a VA or find ways to outsource things. We may not have clarity, and hiring without clarity creates more chaos. So we really need clarity on the roles, delegation, before we do that. We don't want our businesses to be dependent on us alone if we really want to grow and scale. We've got to empower our people. So one of the biggest mistakes that I see leaders making when they're trying to scale is we're thinking about, how can I outsource tasks? But instead of just assigning tasks, we want to empower ownership. Do you hear the distinction there? You're asking somebody, can you own this piece of the business? Can you own this project? I want you to take initiative here. I want you to understand the vision and the direction and the purpose and intent, and you figure out the how. And you can give guidelines and key metrics of success. And this is generally defined what success would look like. And that's really important to be able to give that good guidance. But we don't want every single decision somebody else makes to be dependent on us, because then we're creating this additional dependency for them to even move forward, right? So this is part of the way we can think about almost a structure for our team growth and team culture. And if you are thinking about hiring, or you're stuck on that, or you're like, I definitely am wearing 2 hats and I don't even know where to begin, and even hiring sounds intimidating, I can help you with that too. It's an area of specialty for me, hiring support, and would love, love, love to walk with you in this. Number 7, customer experience. A great business is not just about acquiring clients, right? It's about delivering the experience that keeps them coming back and helps them to also want to refer other people to you. Our client journey is really important, and how people experience our brand all the way from the first interaction to a longer-term relationship. So specifically here, we want to look at refinements to onboarding, delivery, retention strategies, referral strategies. We want our clients to feel really valued, supported, excited to refer others, and create that experience that they also want to keep coming back and going deeper and deeper with you. So, does your customer experience make people excited to work with you again? I think so often when we're thinking about growing our business, it's really easy to get very externally focused and be like, what do I do to get more people in? But like, are your people being really well taken care of as soon as they come in to your space? It's kind of like a cart before the horse thing too, right? Or like a chicken and egg problem. If you also don't feel internally good and confident about the onboarding experience, for example, you will have a block that doesn't allow you to sell effectively. But on the other hand, if you know your people are going to be so beautifully served and taken care of as soon as they come into your space, then you're going to be more open and receptive naturally. All right, the last pillar here is personal and professional growth. Your business grows as you do. So this is really about identifying those key areas for growth, for mentorship, for skill building, for learning. How can you expand your expertise to lead more confidently? But I think one of the biggest mistakes we see people making time and time again in this, and I've done this a million times over the first few years of my business especially, is we're not really planning for these investments strategically, so they align with your vision, your budget, your long-term goals. Instead, it's like we're reacting to opportunities. We're like, oh, this mentor that I love. Oh, this looks amazing. I should do this. It's almost like FOMO gets the best of us, right? So one very practical way we can offset this is having a budget for professional development opportunities every year and giving yourself the boundaries so you can be disciplined to stay within that budget. And then really practically speaking, ask yourself, do I really need another certification or learning program? Or do I just need to invest, maybe support in my business in other ways to bring in more revenue first so that I can get to a place where I can then make that next level investment? Again, we want to intentionally invest in our own leadership and development, but we want to proactively plan for those investments so that they align with our long-term vision, our budget, our goals, instead of just kind of reacting to the shiny objects or opportunities that arise when they look good, right? Because again, it's very easy to get pulled into kind of scarcity marketing tactics that are out there. So to recap, the 8 different pillars were product and service development and innovation, marketing and visibility, financial steadiness, operational efficiencies, capacity and well-being, team growth and culture, customer experience, and personal and professional growth. These 8 pillars are key to long-term, sustainable, values-aligned business growth. And if you want to go deeper and map this out for your own business, this is exactly what we do inside strategic mapping. If your vision is really big, your business needs a strategy to match. And this strategic mapping model can help you move out of the reaction mode to more proactive, sustainable growth by giving you a really clear strategic roadmap. Because you don't need to hustle harder, my friend. You just need a plan that actually works and that's flexible, that gives you the breathing room and helps you not feel quite so spread thin and scattered or in the constant decision fatigue inside your business. What we would do inside this is we would partner to really look honestly at your whole business across these different pillars. We'd spot all the gaps and the leaks in time, energy, money, so that we can help you grow and scale really without losing your sanity in the process or compromising your family. So you would get 3 main outcomes from this. One is clarity, absolute clarity on what will move your business forward and allow you to expand this mission, your income, your impact. Number 2, direction. You'll know your next steps, but you'll also have a structured 12-month roadmap with those next steps in each area of the business to really break through the thresholds. You'll know where you're going, what you're doing, when and why, and how to do this in a way that honors your capacity and your values. And then you'll have a plan and a project management tool to go with it, a really powerful CEO dashboard and a tracking system to stay focused, organized, and on track. Because you do not need a one-time plan that you'll just throw out the window, right? You probably have had many of those. You need a really structured, strategic way to make decisions over time that keep you in alignment and momentum. And I want to also remind you really strongly with love, if you're a visionary leader, you probably need to hear this. You more than likely don't need more ideas or tactics. You've got more than you can probably even keep up with, right? You need someone who can receive them, draw out your bigger vision, everything that you're holding in your mind, the things that keep you up at night, everything can be assessed. What's working, what's not. And then you need to be able to create order from that chaos, right? And that's where we can create the order and organize into a strategy that helps you really execute without burning yourself or your team out. So if you want to explore if strategic mapping is right for you, or what it could look like to just do simply a strategy session together to deep dive one of these pillars for your business's needs, let's chat. Because I want to give you that clarity on your vision, your strategy, your next steps for business growth. Book a 30-minute connection call at the link in the show notes below. And from today, do not let this just sit on a shelf and gather dust in your mind. I just urge you to take action on what you learned today. The growth will only come by integrating and implementing. So what resonated most? Which pillar stood out to you as a place to focus on most? Dive in there. And if you want a sounding board to gain clarity or if you need support, we're here for it.
We hope you loved today's episode. If so, would you take a moment to share it with a friend?
If you haven't already, come connect with us human to human at apostolicfruit.com/connect. When you're ready, we'd love to support you more deeply.
May the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you,
And turn his face toward you and give you peace.